Welcome to my Let's Play of Tyranny. I am Sir Dupree. Unfortunately for me, I'm starting over because my last one, the audio was messed up on recording. Now it seems to be working. I don't understand what happened. My voice was all messed up. So we're going to do regular expert mode, Iron Man. And I was...
For over 400 years, the armies of Kairos the Overlord have swept across the known world. All who stood against them fell before their might. Even the Archons, women and men of immense power, were forced to kneel, chained to the Overlord's will. Now Kairos' final conquest has come to our corner of the world, and two of the Overlord's armies compete for the honor of taking our lands. The elite disfavored, and the teeming horde of the Scarlet Chorus. The voices of Nerat, spy master and Archon of secrets, guides the fierce and undisciplined masses of the Scarlet Chorus. With each battle, the Scarlet Chorus grows stronger, as the defeated are given a simple choice: serve or die. Graven Ash, Archon of War and the Overlord's most loyal general, leads the disfavored. Though small in number, Kairos' ironclad legion has never met true defeat in open battle. Watching over the two generals is Tyranny, the Adjudicator, Archon of Justice, eldest of Kairos' minions. Tyranny brings Kairos' laws to newly conquered lands, aided by the Fatebinders, judges and executioners of the Overlord's laws. You were among the youngest of the court of Fatebinders when Kairos' armies came to our lands. How could we have known that the fate of thousands would rest in your hands?
But luckily I did have fun with this game the first time I played through. So I played through about 3 hours. So a lot of it won't be a... what's it called? A surprise to me. Even though I'll probably make some different choices. I always play a woman when I play RPGs because, I don't know, role-playing. I get to be a man every day. I don't get to be a woman. I like dual wielding, so I'm gonna choose her. Last time I chose this one. This one actually fit to what I was playing. That face, that hair, but blonde because Demolition Man. I love that smell. Oh, I can pick tattoos? Let's pick a tattoo of a snake because I am there. Even though no. I need something. There we go. That's tribal. Don't know why I want tribal.
That wasn't so hard.
I'm a sneaky female, of course. I am a noble scion, born to parents or groomed for leadership. You spell on letters and history rhetoric. Matters though wealth and culture comforts. You expect to grow up, bear the honor of shepherding on the war. When your parents come under the accusation of sedation, you are sent to the courts of Tyranny, Archon of Justice, to defend your family actions. Your parents are found guilty. Their sentence is the solution of a treasurer's estates. Eloquence pleading on your ignorance of your family's actions, you negotiated your most important deal yet. Immunity from the crimes of your family, for the simple cost of swearing fealty to the Archon himself. Despite the unwilling induction, your education and savvy made you a valuable addition to the Archon's cadre of enforcers. And so long as you remain in good standing, your family might be allowed to live. So I'm a noble and proud woman who dual wields. Yeah, dual wields. Fury of blows, a slice. That one. Receive a second Terry expertise. Do I want vigor spells? Attached skill gives me Titan's Touch, +2 vitality. If I pick dual wielding again, that'll give you a lot of subterfuge. But unfortunately, it won't be as cool. I thought last time I didn't pick anything. So I get +6 dual wield, and if I pick 2 dual wield, I get +8 dual wield. So pick shock spells in dual wielding? Do you need to... interrupting them, find them. Okay, I'll be a shock spelling dual wielder. Why not? Be like a warrior mage. It's white and red. And I have a heart. Oh, maybe I should get the snake. Haha. Yeah. Which one looks noble? The hawk. Hawk looks noble. But I am a being of love and honor, for I have the heart. Should I go red on white or white on red? White on red. It is. My name is Vala, as all my female characters are named Vala, unless I'm playing Star Wars. Let's increase my fitness, my quickness, and my wits. But I kind of want to go with my resolve as well. Be really good at dual wielding. I want to be up there in athletics. Museum. Some. Yeah. 36 centrifuge. Yeah, I'm 37. I don't know. I like these support skills. I like doing things and saying things. Hopefully that'll be good. Did Conquest last time. I hope I remember which one it is. I want to become a Queen Slayer.
All the world has fallen to Kairos, and now the Overlord's eye is on the Tiers, our home. The last corner of the world free of Kairos' reign. 2 armies, the Disfavored and the Scarlet Chorus, march south from the Northern Empire, the last realm to fall to Kairos a century prior. In the early days of 428, Kairos' armies arrive at the Gates of Judgment, the mountainous border that we Tiersmen so long believed unassailable. Unable to agree on a unified plan of defense, the various leaders of the Tiers sit and wait for each other to deal with the conquerors, until it's too late.
No, doing this all over again for something that I don't think anyone's gonna watch. Okay, my decisions matter. See if I can remember what I did. So I just really want to be a Queen Slayer. I think that's the most important part, because that was fun. Which Which one did I do? History, first battle unfolds. I don't remember doing that one. Gates of Judgment. I don't remember which one already. I don't know. I might not be able to do it. History would remember Gates of Judgment, the first battle, but the real combat advance units, both armies preparing. Which one did I join? You joined as they raided villages. That doesn't sound like what I do. I don't remember that one. Trumpeting, you two cores brought their distinct. You went to the approach. You rushed to the narcotic mess, drove them to flee. Standing shield to shield, the Kairos Ironclad elite. You advance. I don't have a shield, so we'll pick the Scarlet Army. Got the mercenary army prepared for the mania and disorder of the Scarlet Chorus. Your forces overwhelmed the Tyr's defense in a few short hours, hacking and burning their way into the continent. Any mercenaries who survived the battle would find themselves initiating the Scarlet Chorus, torturing by ruthless interrogators or made short of the competition as the army marched ruthlessly forward. I wonder if these are different. Feeding the host. Yeah, I did this one. And against the most optimal projections, the disfavored and Scarlet Chorus made short work of the local defenses. They did so well, the armies outpaced the supply command. Food was scarce. One plan is to secure provisions. I did not do that one. I did this one. Fell through hundreds. We could not agree how to handle the survivors. Benefiting from your role, the commanders turned for you to decide the fate who occupy the prison pens. They're the only ones prisoners support the army. Yep. I gave it to the Scarlet Chorus instead of having them slaves. You know, slaves would be good. You armed cooperative ex-soldiers with scrap weapons and tossed them in the vanguard of the next Scarlet Chorus assault. Those who survived were tasked to take arms and armor of the fallen to eke out a desperate struggle to survive in Kairos' military. After their first victory, you rewarded new recruits with opportunity to execute their wounded or elected countrymen. The armies of Kairos would massed around the bastard cities, the first bastion of the Tyrs to fall. Both armies longed to sword the wall outposts, the Scarlet Chorus howling for plunder, the disfavored forming an unbreakable shield wall. Your prowess on the battlefield had carried them this far, but there was only one more step to victory. Both of the armies had inspired schemes to take the bastard city. Which do you support? This one to get this ability, but I never used that ability. Searing Palm or Warrior's Wrist Bright? I want to see how you join. That makes me heal. This makes me burn people. Fine. We'll burn people. It's a passive strange to barricade the very gates of thought, but it all made sense when the fires began. The Scarlet Chorus sent a constant rain of flame arrows over the wall. The plague lasted through days and nights. By the end, the blaze was so much, citizens crowded the plea, but your guards were open, gates inside them. Okay, this is one where I get the Queen Slayer. I want the Queen Slayer. That was fun. I like having a nickname. I believe it was an Apex. Yeah, the Apex. You too! Apex were generated by the Queen of the House Verdant stood at the heart of the Tyrs. No army could bypass the Ladlock without leaving their flanks to attack. By the end of the second year, his favorite and Scarlet Chorus was pushed deeper than Tyrs. Elements of both armies were dispatched to conquer Apex. Tuan assigned you to accompany them, tasked to bring Kairos law territory to keeping eye on both armies. Denial of strength. Archon stones, perhaps too successful. Sends Arcana Stone, promise to capture. You congregate without risking the lives of Kairos loyal servants. This one allows you to that, but no. Claims were insignificant compared to the lossless victory. You congratulated the favored and encouraged the Scarlet's chorus to better value their soldiers' lives. It suggested that gang bosses took worse than the original offense, vowing to remember this. The slighted army returned to the captive soul could not lick their wounds. Did that last time. Yep. This one I allowed them to eat. You offered the locals one last feast, sending the few Scarlet Chorus agents to the mix of good faith. The army hoped that the gesture would be foster an era partnership for the occupation to come. Festivity went off without as expected, and the Scarlet Chorus recruits you sent to enjoy themselves reported little animosity among the revelers. The disfavored protested your rulings as too merciful, and engaged in all-night training drills to combat the sound of celebration with the anthem of sword and shields. You sent the forces to attack the following day, a battle from which the disfavored recused themselves out of protest. They're such whiny little babies. With the defeat of the Apex inevitable, the armies met to discuss how to put an end to this stage of conquest. Both armies agreed to send an offer of parley along the acceptance. The enemy requested that you appear at the meeting. Words of your fair dealing had apparently spread among their ranks. How do you orchestrate the surrender? I do this one. I taunt the queen. To strike in the banner, you baited the queen of Apex in duel and slew her, frightening her vassals into submission. The Queen Slayer! The Scarlet Chorus urge you to show the Overlord's strength by any means necessary. During peace talks, as a well-placed insult goaded the Queen of Apex into striking you. You responded to the slight by challenging her to a duel. Though the Queen was skilled in battle, your field experience outmatched her court training. As her body lay cooling on the ground, you demanded her warriors kneel before the Overlord's banner. Unable to rise above the fear of the moment, the remaining leaders capitulated, surrendering the valley to Kairos' forces. There. That's all I wanted. I am the Queen Slayer. Last time I did the Cat Citadel, I ended up just burning it down. So, let's do Azure this time. Switch it up. I don't do everything the same. I just had to get Queen Slayer. That was fun. I like killing queens. Especially King of Queens. What a dumb show. The nation of Zur, once the rich settlement of Tears, sat in verdant fertile flame as the disfavored clash with the Azure defenders. The Scarlet Chorus contended against the region's tribal beastmen, who protected their ancestral lands with incredible fury. Kairos dispatched the Archon Karen to break the stalemate and force Azure into submission. The colossal man of stone and flesh arrived as instructed, but earning his cooperation was a tall order even for you. After a roaming pack of beastmen slaughtered a disfavored patrol, a Scarlet Chorus responded by laying claim to the beast for their army, while the disfavored readied company to enact vengeance. The disfavored leader considered the beast beyond taming, and the butchers of their Northmen brethren brought to justice. So I can deny you dissent their vengeance and join the chorus of capturing. Let's capture this beast. The disfavored needed to temper their rage and consider the wider concerns. Kairos' forces were far from home and needed all the help they can get. You can join the chorus in rounding up the beasts, though the pack's leaders escaped. The rest were quickly subdued thanks to your aid. The voices in Narot mocked and disfavored the displeasures from afar, suggesting that any of them were free to join his army, and they felt the lack of training. Karn's tribe. A wounded Scarlet Chorus claimed her gang was mauled by beastmen loyal to the Archon of Stone, but Karn could not be found. The Scarlet Chorus sought to capture the tribe, but the disfavored insisted the count was slander. The Archon was loyal to Kairos and would never lend his strength to savages. You allow the Scarlet to attempt to capture. Alright. Despite local claims of defamation, you allowed the Scarlet Chorus to flood the plains of Azur and seek the offending Beastmen tribe. They returned with a score of captive Beastmen who were brought before the Chorus interrogators. Those who knew nothing of Charon, but those who held back showed particular disdain for Kairos' army, as if there was existing preconceived hatred. The unconfirmed possibility of Charon's treason sent a ripple of unease through the Scarlet Chorus camp. The Archon of Stone made a brazen declaration that Kairos had no claim to the rule of Tears? Soon after that, the word arrived that Kairos would dispatch this rebellious minion with an edict. Having shown a stern hand against disfavor in the past, Tuon deemed it proper that you deliver punishment. Tuon selected you for the honor of proclaiming Kairos' edicts of stone, a magical spell, the power to destroy the Archon. As he sensed his approaching doom, Chiron begins assault on the Plainsgate, the largest human settlement in the area. It fell to you to send Kairos' force on a suicide mission in the heart of Karn's destruction, and compel you to proclaim the edict. Knowing that its little chance of survival, you ordered this favor to march against the Archon of Stone, as you hope the elite Kairos army. Believing that there is a slight chance to hold off there, you sent them. You believe the only chance of slowing is to commit the full force of Kairos' army against them. It was a desperate gamble. If you were wrong, there would be no one left. I'm going to disfavor. The disfavored approached the battle with a heart, a grim expression, pondering the futility of the goal. They fought and died defending Plainsgate, which, in spite of their efforts, suffered extensive damage. Karen dismantled their phalanx like a toy soldiers as you read the final line of Kairos' destructive spell. A chasm opened up, and the battlefield swallowed the disfavored and redrawing the portion of once verdant landscape. When the earth heaved to take Karen, the Archon allowed it with serene acceptance. With the land blighted and unrecognizable, the realm of Azur was left utterly ruined by the events of the war. In the times to come, Tears would call the blasted regions the Stone Sea for the treacherous rock formations and the persistent quakes that became the defining features of the once verdant land. The Scarlet Chorus established a sprawling camp, shattered rocky terrain, and quickly absorbed those displaced by the upheaval of the land. These hapless refugees were put to work as slaves and soldiers, and the Chorus slowly built themselves with a makeshift fortress in the blighted, quick-ridden realm. Your tour duty in the broken land of Azur was complete. You didn't have long to rest, for Turans called your service once more. Yeah, that part went faster. Alright, I'm still the Queenslayer. Done. Double dual wielding.
The year is 431, and Kairos' invasion has shattered all major opposition in the tiers. The Younger Realms, the Bastard Tier, the Free Cities. All who defied Kairos lay broken by battle, or bowed in surrender. The two armies of the Overlord, the Disfavored and the Scarlet Chorus, now control our lands. But our will is not yet extinguished. Not entirely. In the Valley of Vendrian's Well, those of us unwilling to bow to Kairos have banded together in defiance. Violating an oath of surrender from 2 years prior, we have staged a bloody uprising, murdering the Disfavored and Scarlet Chorus garrison in a midnight assault. With their main forces spread across the tiers, the Disfavored and Scarlet Chorus redeploy to Vendrian's Well to crush the resistance. But months pass with no definitive battle. As disagreement and discord paralyze the Archons, we bide our time and wait for our message of insurrection to spread across the tiers. The Overlord is not amused, and Kairos has one message for the Archons: crush the Oathbreakers or die. Kairos backs this threat with an edict, a magical commandment that can slay all in the valley should the order be ignored. The honor of proclaiming this edict fell to you. Sent across the mountains to Vendrian's Well, you carry the Overlord's edict to read before the Archons. As you finally make your way through the winding mountain passes into the valley, the ground trembles, and Kairos' magic seals the way behind you. You are trapped in Vendrian's Well, with Kairos' armies and the Oathbreakers. The only way to survive is to fulfill the terms of the Overlord's edict, in any way that you can.
Bleeding out of the eyes. Alright, this is the end of the first episode of Tyranny's Let's Play. Hopefully the audio worked, even though no one's gonna listen. Like and subscribe, I guess. Much love.